the prairie. Miles of endless space. Highways that seem to lead nowhere, except maybe heaven. There's not a lot to see on these empty plains. Scattered here and there are a few remnants of lives hard lived and hard lost. But amidst the weathered ruins, a shadow of the pioneer spirit still survives.
A relative of my mother's had been through here, and he said this was open for homesteads.
In this place and on this land, Ruth Reichle has spent a lifetime.
We landed in Grover the first day of September, 1909. And we were in this house by the Christmas time.
Ruth was 9 years old then. She's 100 now, still here.
We've made a living. We've lived. Everybody worked, and we milked cows. We had chickens. I'd bring in almost a case of eggs a day. I used to ride horseback a lot. I don't think I could get on a horse now.
Indeed, Ruth has a hard time getting her old bones to move at all. The only water in the house is in buckets in the kitchen.
It's good water.
She has no plumbing. A nephew brings her water.
You know, you can run into a lot of problems with that plumbing, too, a lot of times. There's nobody here to take care of it.
Still, it's no trouble to fix a visitor a cup of tea.
Come on. And I'll tell you something, that's green tea. I don't like that old black tea. Green tea's good for a cold. Help cure a cold.
With nothing but the sound of an old clock to keep her company,
My parents got that in 1910.
Ruth spends her days alone, working with her hands.
I like to do my tatting, and that's what I do. I make those little doilies. You know, that's a lost art.
The sound of that old clock opens a crack in time where we can glimpse a world long vanished.
We had to go to school, and the school was 3.5 miles east of here and 1/4 mile south. We walked that. One year, there was somebody with a little plane. He was going to take people up for a ride, $1 apiece. I had $1, and he got up there and kicked that thing, and I've never been in a plane since. I'm kind of afraid of him. I'm the only one the family didn't marry. Well, those I wanted didn't want me. Those that wanted me, I didn't want. Oh, I was engaged. I would have married a young man, but he was out here from Missouri for his health. He had asthma. And he took that flu that they had that was a killer flu, and that took his life. A lot of those pictures of the people, they're gone. No, I'm the last one. I've had to give up every one of my parents, my sisters, my brothers. I had 2 brothers and 2 sisters. I've had to give all of them up. It hasn't been easy either.
Her place has become a museum of relics, but Ruth refuses that fate for herself. Even though she's seen the sun rise and set on 3 different centuries, she seems to be the youngest thing on the place.
The prairie's been pretty interesting, especially in the morning when the sun comes up and shines on the snow on the mountains. They're beautiful. One lady asked me why I live so long. I said, because the devil don't want me and the Lord ain't got a place for me yet.
With 100 years behind her, she can't know how many days are ahead, but when the Lord does find a place for Ruth Reichle, he'll know right where to find her.